Anyway, that was weird. I don't know why this keeps happening. I guess it keeps happening implies that it happens a lot more than it does. Granted, at all is more often than I'd like it to happen, but it doesn't happen very much. So let's see. Let's take inventory of what we have. So we've got these familiars that we need to level up. We need to get some leveled up for Derwin. We need to get one leveled up for this one. Let's see. Traveling merchants are back at Big Dong Dell, Hamlin, Castaway Cove, and Alma Moon. So yes, so I guess we've sort of got a world tour ahead of us here, it seems like. So, I think what we'll do, yeah, we should be able to, well, I don't know if should, but ideally, we'll be able to just sort of go for it. Be able to just sort of go for all of these quests, wrap them up quickly, and then do some training, because we need to level up our familiars. Because yes, tragically I have, again, not had really any opportunity to do so off-stream like I had always been planning to do, but never really managed to do. Oh yes, it's the merchants. I'm sorry, I don't know what's happened, but I don't think we can be together anymore. Darling, you can't be serious. Our dreams were about to come true. Why would you throw it all away? Has something happened? When hasn't something happened, Oliver? Oh, it's you. For some reason, my husband has started acting as if he wants to get rid of me. I'm sorry. I really am. I don't hate you. It's not that. It's just... we can't be together anymore. It's not you. It's me. Beavers? They make such a swell couple. Why would he... Use your eyes, Ollie boy. It's obvious, isn't it? Of course. He's broken-hearted, huh? Too right he is. He's had love stolen from his heart, isn't it? Proper tragic it is. You'll help, won't you? Indeed, indeed. Sure I will, Mr. Drippy. Let's go find some love. We should have some, right? I think so. Oh, and I forgot to read the text there, sadly. Oh, yeah, love is the only thing that we have, it would seem like. Oh, also, I forgot. I guess I can sort of walk and talk while I go over this. I guess not right now, because I'm going to read some character dialogue. Where am I? Are you okay? Oh, it's you. I must have had another funny turn. My head is all in a muddle, and my memories are completely mixed up. But you don't want to dump your wife anymore, isn't it, though? Dump her? Leave her, you mean? My dearest darling wife? Never! I love her more than life itself. Come on, man, for shame. I've only just had my lunch. Suppose that means it's better, though, eh? Thank you so much. Here, this is for you. Nostrum, 1,500 guilders. Nice, nice. Stamps. Very good. Let's see, is there anyone around here who has anything that we could make use of? Yeah, okay, so what I was going to say, yeah, last night's collab stream, on account of the Steam servers going down, had, yeah, and just, you know, a lot of other issues, it was pretty rough, I'll say. It was pretty rough. So if you are particularly observant, you may have noticed that the VOD for that, or the VODs, because I had to restart my, I had some technical difficulties, which really didn't help. I had some technical difficulties, and I had to restart my my stream there again. For a different reason than I had to restart today. But, so I had to restart my stream then, and so it's in two pieces, and there's just like over an hour of just sort of like essentially nothing, because, you know, just sort of trying to figure out like what's going on with Steam. Can we, you know, do anything together? What are we going to do as our backup? And, you know, waiting for, you know, me fixing things and just all kinds of other just sort of non-content. So I'm planning on putting that out, because we did have, you know, we did produce some content in that stream. But yeah, I'm going to put that out at some point. at the nebulous some point that I'm also going to restore the rest of the Ni no Kuni VODs. Because I'm going to need to do some video editing on that. I'm probably just going to trim around a little bit and make it a little bit less tedious. Yeah, cut out the minutes upon minutes upon minutes of just sort of silence while we all just sort of hope that things will work and all that. So yes. So again, yeah, we've also got, you know, like I said, a bunch of Ni no Kuni VODs that still need to go back up. I haven't had the chance to edit those, unfortunately. So, I don't know, maybe I'll need to, like, once we're done with Ni no Kuni, I think maybe I'll take some... I might have to take a little bit of time off to, you know, make the VODs visible. But anyway, we've got a person to talk to. Oh, woe is me! I cannot possibly decide. Such a cruel, cruel choice. Oh me, oh my. Crikey, you sound like you're in the right old pickle. What's the matter, man? Zounds, you heard my pitiful cries of agony. Yes, we did. What's wrong, mister? You said you had a difficult choice to make? Forsooth! It seems that in this kingdom of bruised and priggish stiff necks, a man may marry but a single solitary maiden. Yet I love all the damsels of the land, nay, all the ladies of this fair world. To choose only one flower from such a beautiful garden, or bountiful garden. Why, it is impossible. Impossible, I say. Hey, look, the locket is lowered. Do you think maybe this gentleman has too much love in his heart? Pah, not enough restraint, more like... Look, it's glowing. That must mean... Does something trouble thee, friend? No, I was just wondering. Would you like us to help us help someone? If you could let us have a little bit of love in your heart, we could give it to someone who doesn't have enough. This person who wants for love. Is she a fair maiden? I guess she could be, sure. Then let it be so. I will gladly sacrifice a morsel of my most precious love for the sake of a damsel in distress. Thank you. Fair enough, fair enough. I wonder if this guy could have, No, I guess, yeah, because, yeah, when it was introducing us to, the concept of love, Kulon was there, and we didn't have the opportunity to leave, I don't think. Farewell. I eagerly await the day when my fabled love proves the salvation of all the beauties in this fair and virtuous world. Alright, so no more around this immediate area. I don't think people usually stand around this, in fact, yeah, they don't. Because the dark passes are not like, you know, a level that I can't see. That's water. Nobody stands in the water that I'm aware of. At least we haven't seen anyone do it. And, okay, we're good. We could talk to King Tom again. He probably has some unique dialogue. But we're under a time limit. We're on time crunch. So there is no time to be fooling around. As much as I would love to. I really do like, I don't know, I like just sort of doing stuff in games, I guess. As perhaps obvious as that may sound. Or, I don't know, not obvious, but, whoops. Pardon? What have I done with my life? Perhaps my farming days are at an end. But husband, what has become of you? You used to love your Babana so. Excuse me, ma'am. Can I ask what seems to be the problem? It is my husband. Suddenly he tells me that he wishes to retire from his beloved Babana growing. He does? But why? He says the fruit that has been his life for so many years no longer interests him. I have given my life to the Babana. But no longer. Those accursed fruits will dictate the pattern of my days no more. Fair enough, fair enough. But Babana's growing's all you know, isn't it? And what will everyone do without you to supply them with lovely, tasty, but fresh fruit? That is not a problem. I will simply entrust my farm to the care of another, one younger, who feels the passion I have lost. seems kind of weird that he would just stop loving Babanas all of a sudden, huh, Mr. Drippy? You think he might be... Yeah, I reckon he might be, Ollie boy. If you ask me, our friend here is lacking a bit of the old love. We should help him out, isn't it? Yep. Big Babana love. Heidi, where's the love? You'd better find out. In the locket. You got some love there, isn't it? Ask Viv Hart and hand it over. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I was saying something, wasn't I? I was saying something before I got distracted by this quest. Oh, I was going to talk about quests. Actually. Yeah, we'll get to that in a sec here. What is this feeling? I feel better. By the ancients, I must return to the farm immediately. My beloved Babanas will wither and die without my care and attention. Nino, we healed him. Aaron loves Babanas more than ever. Seems I do. Was this your doing, boy? And you deserve thanks. Here, forgive me, it is a mere trifle. 2 slices of golden pie, and 100 or 1,000... I can't read numbers today, it would seem. I mean, I'm reading the numbers. I'm parsing them correctly, but I'm saying them wrong. Oh, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, then we have just reached the point that we will unlock our power. Alright. Indeed we have. Alright, let us see the power. You exchanged 8 merit stamp cards for the Jack the Giant Killer Merit Award. Oliver's inner hero has awoken. Ooh. HP increases by 100. That's a significant. MP increased by 100. Nice. Alright. Now that's pretty good, I must say. I must say. It isn't as though Oliver wasn't already extraordinarily powerful, but yes, he's even more powerful now. Yeah, I really can just sort of go wild with him now, I guess. Might even outlive Swain in a battle or two. You know, we haven't talked to you in a while. Jadar hides himself away in the far north of the continent of Autumnia, beyond a fetid swamp cloaked in foul miasma. Sadly, the one instrument capable of lifting this pal lives now only in legend. I didn't know that he was there. I didn't know that he was there. I thought he would be somewhere else. I didn't think he'd be like anywhere on the map that we could. I mean, we can't access it, broadly speaking. Yeah, nothing here. But I didn't think it would be that close at hand, basically. Shadar's hiding place. I'd assume that it would be like in the continent that we haven't reached yet, or something like that, or else, you know, just somewhere like off the map. Yes, so sort of what I was talking about was sort of how side quests and sort of how I play games that have side quests in them. Because yeah, like what's our playtime? Nearly 60 hours, which is, to be fair, it's not too far off. Like I don't know, we're not imminently about to beat the game, I don't think. So we're not going to be all that behind schedule, but yeah, I was sort of expecting this game to go a little bit faster, given that I finished Hollow Knight, I think, a little bit under sort of the what my research indicated was the sort of average time, and I realized I could have and should have taken the little teleport down to the bottom floor, but it is what it is. We'll just say this is an opportunity for me to speak. But yeah, so I remember now and again, someone once asked me while I was playing this game, while I was doing another sort of quest clearing stream, I can't wait to watch the next royal procession with my darling hubby beside me. Somehow it never gets boring. You sure seem excited, ma'am. You and your husband watch all the processions together? Everyone, yes. It's always been a special thing that we do together. Every single one, huh? Must sure like each other an awful lot. Oh, well, I suppose we do. Thank you, young man. My poor darling works all hours, but only gets a day off once in a blue moon. But he always finds a way to join me when there's a royal procession. I have no idea. You have no idea how happy I am that he always makes the effort. I just can't put it into words. Your husband must care for you very much. He does, and I love him from the bottom of my heart. There's romantic. She's practically got little hearts floating around her head. She's so full of love. Haha, it sure looks that way. Excuse me, ma'am. I wonder if you could maybe help us out? Help you? What do you need help with, young man? There are people in this world who don't have any love in their hearts. And I was hoping you might be willing to share a little of the love in yours. Why, I'd be delighted, but do you really think I can help? Sure you can. Now, please hold still for a second. Yeah, a lot of love going around these days. Very nice. Oh, that tickles. Well, have you got what you need? We sure do. But yeah, I remember, like I was saying, I was reminded of someone once sort of asked me in another of these sort of quest clearing streams that I was doing a while back if I was going through for a 100% run of Ni no Kuni, and to be clear, I am definitely not. I am definitely. That's enough, boy. Stop that infernal racket. Know what you do as you're told. Are you okay, ma'am? Oh, dear me. Please excuse my dog's behavior here. I didn't mean to alarm you. Crikey, there's a fierce mutt. He'll have the hand off you if you're not careful. Whoa. Get down, boy. Whatever's gotten into him? He used to be so quiet and obedient. Them eyes don't look right to me. What's the matter, Mr. Drippy? Unless I'm very much mistaken, and I'm not. That poor pupper's heart is broken. That poor dog's heart is broken. Lost its love for its owner, I reckon. Jeepers. I mean, pets can be broken-hearted too? You know, I think they said early in the game that, like, Shadar breaks the hearts of people who, like, stand against him. And I've really got to wonder what this dog did. What this dog did to upset him. Of course they can. If you got a heart, then it can be broken, isn't it? Fair enough. Right then, we'd best find a nice juicy lump of love for Fido here before he eats someone. Fair enough, fair enough. We gotta talk to him again. Right, get out your wand, cast Give Heart, and put a bit of love back into the poor pooch's life. Yes, I do intend to make the point that I've been trying to make at some point. He's finally stopped his infernal barking. Good boy. Do you know? Yeah, do you know? I think he might be back to his old self. Gee, that sure is a relief. My, you seem to have quite a way with animals. Thank you. I have something for you. I hope it is to your liking. 5 cheeseburgers. Nice. Very good. But yeah, so I'm not doing a 100% run of this game, to be sure. You know, if I really feel strongly about it, I may come back and do some more. I may come back and do some more, but that's pretty unlikely. And we'll take a moment to pause so that I can actually speak. I guess this isn't super important, but I felt like sharing it anyway. But where was I? Oh yeah, so quests. I like to do quests in games. I just sort of do them, I guess. Sort of the way I play games, I've realized after some thinking. because playing games like, you know, every day for a couple hours a day and, you know, talking about them and all that has given me a lot of time to think about games and sort of the way I play them and the way I enjoy them. And I've come to the realization that I sort of play games like I sort of make story progress to facilitate like more. How do I put this? I'm sort of the type of person that, you know, when I get into a new chapter of a game, my first priority is like you know, to do everything that I can do now that I couldn't do before, basically. At least once. At least for things that are, you know, repeatable. And sometimes, you know, if there's like, you know, a mini game that you can do to unlock things, or just, you know, for the sake of the mini game, you know, I'll do it once or twice. But like quests, whenever like a new set of side quests becomes available, like I will immediately drop everything and conclude those before I move on to the next stage of the game. And I sort of play games when I do make progress in the games. It's more or less to enable me to have more content to work through, rather than to reach the end of the game, unless it's a game that I'm really invested in the story in the story of and want to get to the end of. So yeah, I guess sort of the when I beat games, and I beat games very rarely, when I beat games, it's usually either games where, you know, in order to do any content in the game at all, you have to sort of make continuous forward progress. Like, say, you know, a Mario game, whereby there's not really any plot or like side quests. It's just you know, if you want to keep playing new levels, you have to, you know, keep playing new levels. And the playing the game and advancing through it are sort of inextricably linked. Whereas in like RPGs and whatnot, you know, a lot of the time you can do a lot of the game, especially with like really open world RPGs like your Fallouts and your, well, you know, your Bethesda games in general. Yeah, so like there are, you know, in some of the games I played, like hundreds and hundreds of hours of content that have absolutely nothing to do with the main plot of the game, and do not contribute to it in any way, and only really serve to, you know, have me not be involved in the main plot if I choose to pursue them. And, you know, with Skyrim and stuff, they have like, you know, like I don't know, they call it the Radiant quest system or whatever, where they will just sort of like randomly generate additional quests, or at least additional objectives for you to complete like forever. That's not sort of the sort of thing that I would really get caught up in. But I do tend to, like, you know, yeah, with like with Bethesda RPGs and similar sorts of games with a similar setup, I tend to just sort of not do the main quest at all, basically, because you know, I don't really need to do the main quest in order to do the majority of the game's content, which is, it's interesting. Yeah, I sort of, and the reason why I'm noting this is because I've realized now that that's sort of perhaps different from the usual way that or like the, I don't know, maybe not usual, but sort of the more common way that people play games, where they, you know, their objective is to beat the game, and they do side content if they want to do it. Whereas I guess my objective is to do content, and I will only make story progress if I feel like I want more content, basically. If making story progress unlocks more content, or unlocks content more efficiently than doing the side content does. Yeah, anyway. I don't know, I want to think about that and sort of talk to people about that maybe. That sort of difference in how we approach games. Because yeah, I'm like I think I've mentioned this before, but I am like I went to school for video game design, so I'm interested in seeing sort of how people approach games. And yeah, this whole time, I've sort of been living my life assuming that, or at least I guess not assuming that, but just sort of not having any reason to not assume, or to assume otherwise. Then I don't know, I just sort of assumed that the way I played games was sort of the usual way that people played games, because I didn't really have a whole lot of evidence to the contrary. Whereas being, you know, in the middle of a sort of like a sort of community of people who play games regularly, I've definitely seen that you know, going for as much content with no real regard for the story, like progressing through the game, like the main plot of the game, except as a way to get more content. I don't know. I definitely need to put some more thought into this so I can phrase this a bit more articulately. But basically, if I to try and sum it up, and I feel like I've tried to do this already, so maybe I'm being redundant here. But to try and like sum it up so it's clear in my mind at least, even if it's already clear in your mind. But my mind is terribly unclear right now. Yeah, like I said, I pursue the main quest of a game pretty much exclusively if, like, as a way to unlock more side content. And I do the side content before I make, like, as much of the side content as I can stomach before I make additional plot progress. And if the side content isn't very interesting to me, then usually I don't care to make additional story progress. I'm not the type of person who will, if the side quests are boring, you know, just play through the main game. Because I guess to my mind, you know, if you're going to be playing a game, you should be, or not should. I don't want to be prescriptivist. But when I play a game, in my mind, if I'm not enjoying, like, you know, sort of the day-to-day, like the side quests, if I'm not enjoying the optional content, then I don't necessarily care to put in enough effort to, I don't know. I'm overcomplicating things, again. Essentially, the point that I'm making is that I use the main content, the required content, as a way to unlock more side content, rather than using side content as a way to, you know, in like RPGs and whatnot, to give myself more levels and resources to take on the main content. Or, you know, I don't know, I guess I'm trying to think of what purposes side content fulfills in other games. I guess usually it's just sort of an opportunity to give yourself more resources or more either skill as a player or skills and abilities as a character via gaining experience and other such things. But yeah, whereas I feel like probably the more common point of view and way to play games that I've observed is that people more so focus on, you know, they do the story first and they do side content if it interests them. Yeah, I don't know. I get. I'm still not saying this in a way that really makes sense to me and conveys the idea that I'm trying to get straight in my mind. Anyway, so let's do some side content. Content? Since I'm talking about content so much. Oh my. Is everything alright, sir? Oh, you have come to listen to my woes, perhaps? Sure, I guess. I'd be happy to listen. Well, believe it or not, the broken man you see before you is engaged to Mary. Pardon. My betrothed possesses both beauty and kindness beyond imagining. Her mind is most sharp. Her clothing, it is immaculate. It must be immaculate because she can't wear it because we only wear swimsuits here. Sounds too good to be true, man. What's he so bleak and miserable about then? Oh, please, forgive me. I should not be boasting about my future wife. I have much graver concerns after all. You see, my beloved has been treating me with a certain indifference of late. Oh, the anguish. Nothing could pain me more. My love for her is all-consuming. The very thought that it is not fully reciprocated. I don't think you need to tell me that this fellow's got a bit of a love surplus, Ollie boy. Yeah, I guess he must have. Excuse me, sir. Would you mind if we borrowed a little of your love? You might be able to use it to help your fiancée remember how she felt before. Really? Oh, that would be... Please, take whatever you need. Okay, just stand still for a little while. Nice. Oh, what a curious warm sensation. Does this mean? Has she returned to her old self? Does she love me once more, perhaps? Well, you will do, I guess, but... Oh, thank the ancients. I must go and see her immediately. Now, hold on a little bit. We haven't fixed her yet. I assume that's what our other objective here is. Yar. 40 guilders. Probably not worth the time, to be honest. Oh dear. Oh, what am I to do? What's the matter, miss? You seem kind of worried. Oh, yes. It is my beloved. I no longer feel anything towards him. Gee, that sounds kind of sad. Did he do something wrong? No, he has been a perfect gentleman. I simply do not care for him anymore. Well, these things happen, man. Probably wasn't right for you, isn't it? Just move on, I say. Plenty more fish in the sea. But though I love him no longer, I still cannot bear to be apart from him. Oh, what am I to do? This is really weird. Do you know what's going on, Mr. Drippy? You know what, Ollie boy? I reckon she's broken-hearted. Properly, like, someone's pinched her love, isn't it? Probably. I imagine this is perhaps the person that our friend over there was talking about. Come on, Mr. Drippy, let's go find some love so this couple can live happily ever after. Tidy, let's get cracking. Alright. Oh, wait, nope, we need to talk to her first. Got a hunk of love burning a hole in your locket, isn't it, Ollie boy? And Cass, give heart and help this poor dab out. Yes, indeed. Whoops. Oh my. I do not know why, but I cannot wait to see my beloved. I must tell him how much I love him. Oh, great. You, like him again, then? Of course I do. I love him. I love him as much as I did the day we first met. Thank you, young man. You have saved me. I feared I would never know true happiness. Please, take this, though it can only express the tiniest fraction of my appreciation. 3 fruit flans, 1,000. Oh, I got it right this time. I was about to try and correct myself. Because I was assuming that I was saying it wrong again, but I said it right. I said it right until I, second-guessed myself and stopped. But, close enough. Have anything new to say? I must start coming up with some ideas for the next season. The designer's work is never done. No, nothing new. Well, I don't know, I guess that may or may not be new. But, nothing that isn't, akin to something that we've heard you say before, at least. Oops. What do we... Okay, so I guess... Yeah, we don't have a whole lot more to do. Or at least we don't have a whole lot... we don't have anything to do that doesn't involve just sort of grinding for a little bit. So... I think we'll close things off here. Because, I was planning to end early. We're only about 15 minutes early off of the early that I was planning to be. Yeah, because I was planning on just streaming for an hour. So, well, I don't know. Feels... Or no, wait, hold on. We've only been streaming for like 30 minutes. at this point. Eh. I don't know, because I wanted, like, I don't want this to be like a super short stream, because I want to stream. I do want to stream here, but also, I have a thing that I need to do, and I don't know. And we'll go till 8:30. We'll go till 8:30. You know what? Since I was thinking about it, we'll take the oops. We'll take a moment to sort of nope. There we go. I'll take a moment to try and sort out the thought that I was having. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know. I'm trying to make this point like succinctly and like clearly, but I don't know. I don't know. I guess I don't know sort of what I'm trying to accomplish by saying this, I guess. Alright, hold on. Give me a sec. I will be right back. Alright, we're back. I have returned. Yeah, so I thought about it a little bit, and I think the best way I can think to put it, and I'm still not 100% sure what point I'm trying to make here, but the best way I can think to put it is that the way I play video games, the sort of way that I conceptualize my sort of objectives, is that I don't really play games to beat them. Sometimes I beat games, but it's very rare that in my own time I beat games, basically. Because yeah, I use story progress in games, getting closer to the end of the game, more or less as a way to unlock more content in the game, rather than as a something to be done for its own sake. Whereas recently I've sort of been exposed to the idea of, people playing games to beat them. Well, no, that's not entirely fair. That's an idea that I've known of for a long time. But it is more recently that I've sort of seen that philosophy in action, I suppose. Because I don't know, I guess outside of, Let's Plays that I've watched in the past, I haven't had a whole lot of experience seeing people play games sort of on a casual level. Whereas, when I watch a Let's Play, a lot of the, a lot of my early experience with video games was in watching people who did play them sort of, not necessarily in a completionist sort of way, but in a very thorough way, which is I've sort of picked up as my own sort of way of playing games on account of being exposed to that a lot. But yeah, so more recently I've seen people sort of, I've seen a lot of, and played with, people who have, taken the mindset of, we will do side quests if we think that this particular side quest is interesting, or if we need to, level up or get more resources or whatever for to make progress. Yeah, so the succinct way of putting this that I've been searching for, I think, is that and I don't mean to imply that I am unique in this or anything like that, or that any one way of playing games is superior to another, but sort of the way that I have personally played games in the past and sort of conceptualized them is that I use the, progress in the game, whatever that may be, as a means to have more game to play. So, I don't like, I don't know, I make progress, not for its own sake, but for the sake of having more content. So in some games, again, like I was saying, like sort of your average Mario platformer, generally speaking, making progress means playing more levels. So you can't, play new levels and not make progress. And you can't make progress without playing new levels. So they're sort of one and the same. Whereas, in an RPG, you can do a whole lot and not have accomplished any story progress. You can play the game for hours, days even. Fighting battles, leveling up your guys, especially in an RPG like this, where you can, recruit monsters to your party and level them up and all that. You can spend, hours and days, months and weeks, training up teams and stuff, and make absolutely no story progress and have it be completely ancillary to the actual gameplay experience that you are experiencing, which is not necessarily what I'm interested in. But yeah, so for me, story progress is a way to unlock more gameplay, for the most part, unless I am particularly invested in a game story, in which case I will, progress through the story for the sake of wanting to see more of the story. But not a whole lot of games grip me with their story. I'm trying to think. What was the game? Well, Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas is a game where I really wanted to see the end of the game. Basically, I wanted to get through the story for its own sake. I have been enjoying this game's story quite a bit, though I feel it's a little bit different when I'm streaming a game, because I'm playing that for the sake of the stream, I suppose. Not to imply that I am not enjoying this, or that I don't enjoy these playing games on stream or anything like that. In fact, honestly, I do probably enjoy playing games on stream more than I do playing games casually. But I don't know. I guess part of that part of that perception may come from the fact that I just don't have a whole lot of opportunity to play games casually. And when I did have more opportunity, I didn't necessarily always take it, you know. But yes. And I've gotten completely distanced from the succinct point that I was trying to make. But so I will try to say this as quickly and in as few words as I reasonably can. I guess, yeah, more so than trying to assert that one position is more common than the other. Maybe I should sort of investigate that. But yeah, I don't know. If anyone has any would like to weigh in on this matter, if I'm being at all coherent in what I'm saying, please feel free to. But yeah, sort of I'm interested in exploring the difference in, like, not point of view, but in the difference in playing games for the sake of beating them and using side content as a way to facilitate beating them, versus playing games for the sake of side content and using getting closer to beating them, if not necessarily beating them. If using getting closer to beating the games as a way to get more side content to experience. Yeah, anyway. I'm not sure. Well, that was reasonably well spoken, I think. I'm still a little bit confused as to what I'm thinking about and talking about. But I think that what I said was more or less coherent. Perhaps even more so than more or less. Perhaps even rather coherent. I may have in fact had a lucid thought there at some point. So, yeah, we're gonna wrap up. Because, yeah, we're not, I guess we're not super, because, yeah, I know I looked at the time that I've been live earlier, but I guess that's, that's only counting the time that I've been live since I, restarted. And so, while before the restart, we didn't have any actual game content, we did have, a stream. So, it's not like it's all that short. At least it's not all that shorter than I was planning on anyway. Because I do have to remember, I do have a thing that I have to do, that I have committed to doing. So I can't just, I have to make a compromise somewhere. And I can't compromise on my schedule outside of streaming, so I need to compromise on my schedule with streaming, for the sake of that. So, now that I've gotten all that out of the way, let's wrap things up here. I guess we were already sort of wrapping things up here, but we will we'll talk about the schedule. Not a whole lot more schedule to talk about. Today, yes, today we're playing Ni no Kuni. We already played it, and then we talked about video games. Yes. Today we talked about Ni no Kuni and we played Ni no Kuni. Well, we didn't really talk about Ni no Kuni. Today we talked about games and we played a game. But that's not relevant because the day has already happened. Tomorrow, what's tomorrow? Oh yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. So, tomorrow we will be playing some Wonder Wickets. Possibly in the morning, possibly not in the morning. I don't know at this point. I'm leaning more towards morning because I feel like that will be not more convenient, probably a lot less convenient, but it'll free up my evening so that I can do I don't need to rush through the business that I'm going to be taking care of in the evening tomorrow. Yeah, so there's that. And then on Friday, we'll be playing Kuni again. And I don't know, I guess we'll probably be doing the sort of grinding that I've made an effort to avoid doing this stream, because there's no getting around it at this point. So I guess that concludes that. Yeah, and then next week, I don't. We'll see. We'll see what happens next week. But yeah. I've been thinking too much. I'm thinking too much. So yes, let us get underway with the raid. Now I do want to I do kind of want to raid Sheps. I would like to do that, but unfortunately I have not seen, or I want to avoid Deltarune spoilers, and she's playing Deltarune right now. But I do recommend that you check out Sheppy Sheps. Good friend of mine, fine VTuber. She's a silent video game protagonist. She got a robot friend who talks on her behalf. But yes, I'd love to drop in on her stream, but I don't want to spoil myself on Deltarune. Because yeah, I haven't even played Undertale yet. I want to do that on stream as well. But yes, please check out Sheppy Sheps, even though we will not be raiding her tonight. And as for who we will be, in fact, raiding, I think we will go with, let's see. There's a lot of fine folks out there. It's hard to make a decision. But yeah, I think, yeah, we will drop in with, we'll drop in with Judo, I think. Yeah. Yes, Judo Kami, another good friend of ours. Yes, raid. Judo Kami. Yes, businessman VTuber, CEO VTuber, my boss and yours. Yeah. I think that should be more or less everything. Next week's schedule, there's probably a lot that could change next week. So we'll sort of we'll feel it out a little bit. But things will change as they need to change. Yeah, I also don't know what our I don't know. In particular, I don't know what exactly we're planning for Tuesday of next week. Because another friend of mine, Altariana, is going to be doing a subathon that day. And normally we would be doing a collab with him and Alt and Judo. With Alt and Judo. No, with him and Sheps and Judo. Sorry, Sheps, for confusing you with Alt when I had already mentioned Alt in that same sentence. Anyway, the raid's about to go off, with or without me. So, thank you all for being here, for listening to me while I talk about things in a way that confuses me, but it's probably not as confusing as I think it is. I hope you have had a fine night, and will continue to do so. Let us get this raid underway. Also, the raid messages we have arrived, in case I don't have the chance to type it, and I won't.